Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to the Messy Desk. Today we're going to work a little bit more on our chocolate desserts items for a journal. And I have put together some items that I like to use. I have a piece of avocado dyed lace, silk flower, a scrap of fabric, some stickers, and some other lace pieces, along with the other items, as well as the chocolate desserts digital kit from Dear Julie Julie, which is on sale in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop through Friday, February 26th. So I thought we could go ahead, and I had some of these pieces left over from the VIP party. I'm just going to go ahead and rip around these, and we're going to make some quick embellishments using these pieces that were left over, along with some other items out of my stash. And I am putting together 3 chocolate and coffee stash buster kits. So a lot of the items, actually most of the items that you'll see me using, they will be in those kits. So there is a piece of the lace, there is a piece of the fabric. You do get both packages of stickers, and this, as well as I can't remember if you get 1 or 2. I think you get 1 of the already ready for you envelopes. And so let's go ahead, and one of the things that I like to do is I like to put together little squares, and I like to fray the edge. So if you are working on your February journal, and one of the elements for that is fray, so you can just go ahead. An easy way to get something to fray is to rip your edge and then pull out some of the threads. Okay, so there's, well, let's do, you know what, let's do this one like this. And we're just going to make some embellishments that I can then go ahead and add in to the journal. Wow, that didn't want to rip. That happens sometimes. Okay, so here, this, wow, that's quite the edge. I think we'll go ahead and trim that off a little bit. Okay, so there's that one. And here's this one. So do you like to use frayed pieces? I think that it's a lot of fun. Okay, so I love the way the edges look. If you're wanting it to be more in order, then you can go ahead and fray your edge like that also. Okay, so here let's do a couple of squares as well. Okay, so we have a couple of squares, we have a couple of long pieces, we have this little piece that we'll be able to use like on a tag or something, and we still have this piece here. Okay, we will go ahead and fray it. Okay, so those are ready, and so let's go ahead and put our pieces that we have right up here. I do also have this from a calendar as well as a Rolodex, a small envelope, and one of those little baggy envelope thingies. Okay, let's start with our squares, and I am going to use some of the silk flowers as well. And the authentic pages that I have some yellow in them. So we have that, and then I'm also going to bring out, we haven't used bling in a while. Let's see if I can find a thing of bling. I want it to be one of the I was really having a hard time getting started this morning. Do you ever have that happen? Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I want this one. Okay. So there will be some bling in these Stash Buster kits. Okay. Okie dokie. So, I definitely want, and we also have our lace. And I thought, go ahead and I'd make a couple that were really similar. Okay, so like this with our flower. Don't want to forget our chocolate. Okay, and we could glue this. I am going to staple him because I didn't get my glue ready before we were here, so I'm going to go ahead and staple that down. Like I said, I was really struggling to get started this morning. I couldn't. There we go. I love it. And then, you know, I haven't been able to find, you know what? What about my bigger dictionary? Webster's dictionary. Yay! I found a dictionary in my pile over here. So let's find the word chocolate. And the word dessert. So we might find dessert first, right? Because we should eat dessert first. We have desert. P-S-T. Oh, dessert did not make it into this. Did not make it. That's a trip. Okay, well gosh, I hope chocolate made it into the book. Chocolate. Okay, so here's the word chocolate, the definition of chocolate. What do you think? So anyway, we have that. We'll go with cake. Cake. A sweetened mixture of flour and other ingredients baked in a loaf or mass. I was gonna look up Mousse. Okay, interesting. It's the condensed version, of course. So I'm looking all around my desk to see if I can find my regular little dictionary that I use. Aha. Okay, let's look in here. You can see I use this one. We might not have chocolate. There we go. Okay, so there's chocolate. Let's look for dessert. There it is. It's a sweet concourse to the meal. And let's see, how about coffee? It might not be in here because that would be a word that I may have already used. Yeah, there's no page there. Okay, Mousse, M-O. So this is the Oxford Mini Dictionary and Thesaurus, and it has been a good one. It's a full dictionary. It's not like condensed. A frothy creamy dish, a soft gel or frothy preparation. There we go. Okay, so that gives us a couple of them, and they are smaller, so they're going to fit on these squares better. Okay, so this isn't actually the mousse though. That's the Jell-O mold, but dessert could go on that. Chocolate could go on that because it is chocolate. So I hope you've had a chance to go and check out the things that those that were invited to the VIP, those that finished their January journals, because they received this digital kit for free as their gift for doing the challenge, finishing it on time, and posting all of their details, their pictures, their videos. Okay, so this one says dessert. Okay. And we'll go ahead and... Okay, so you can see we've got kind of a pastel thing going on here. That's actually what the authentic papers that I'm using also in this journal, and I'm going to make it like a recipe journal, and for the one that I'm making. And so it's going to have, mine is going to have a hardcover. Let's go ahead and go across the flower. I used the fabric tack because I was going across the flower. This one that is the mousse right there, I believe. Pretty sure. I have done something right in here. It hurts whenever I squeeze. Even to pick up the pan last night for dinner. I don't know what I've done. going to need a little help here because I can't squeeze it hard enough to get past whatever is in my way there. I just have to use my left hand. Okay, so there's our mousse. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put a little puddle of our glue right here and right here to hold our little bling. Okay. Okay, so we have two little embellishments or clusters that are made and are ready to go in the journal. And now let's go ahead and we can make this one. And what I'm thinking for these is this could go like in this direction. Again, we're going to want some of our lace, I think. And I mean, continuing with the theme, because I kind of like to have a theme with whatever I do. And so there's that. And then we have this little dessert set up here, and they are chocolate. So kind of the same idea. Okay, and then we can go ahead and put these pieces down. Oh, yeah, don't even try to use your right hand, Julie. So I want to thank those of you that went over to the Dear Julie DIY Home and Garden channel. We did make it to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. It's that channel has the Easter and spring videos are doing really well over there. And so if you haven't checked those out yet, I will link that channel in the description box down below. I did start out on this channel that it had all, you know, whatever I was making, it was here. And then it was advised that I just do the paper crafting. And so I on this channel, so I switched to that, but the bummer was is that I also stopped making stuff, and I love to make home decor and decorations, and you know, that is part of who I am. So now we have a separate channel for that. Okay, so there's the long one. I really like that. I think that turned out really cool. And then we do have these items, like this is the Paperclip, and I believe that it could use a little help from something. And so let's see. That is a pretty big. Okay, but it could go with a smaller piece. Okay. Or one of the things, I mean, we could take this piece that we had. It can come up off the top. very simple. You can have your paperclip things made ahead of time when you don't know what your fabrics that you're going to use or your trims, and then you can go ahead and add them in. So there's that. You can go ahead and add this little piece here, and then no worries, we still have a whole lot of digital kit that we can use. Okay, so let's see if we can find one of the ephemera pages. There we go. There's an ephemera page. So this kit has, this is part of the mini journal kit right here. And I did that, but I think what we want really here is a flower. Okay, and this is just a silk flower. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our left hand. Usually it's my left hand doesn't work very well ever, so it's interesting having to use, like if I'm carrying something hot or something like that, I don't carry it in my left hand. I can't even think though of what I did that disturbed my hand. Okay, we'll give that there. Okay, and it is a little bit bulky, but this will probably go either off the top or off the, off the side. And again, this one was a paper clip that we had made. So I had an idea for this piece, and that was, as I kept looking at it, I'm like going, oh my gosh, that looks like a banner. And so I'm thinking that it might be kind of fun to do a little banner. Okay, and I'm thinking we can go ahead and have the little squares. Of course, you could have a banner with that too, but can't even pull it. Ugh. What a day. Okay, so there's that. And then I think it would be too big to have a full flower, but I'm thinking we can go ahead and, oh, you know what? I'm going through my stash. There it is. I was like, where'd the other piece go? There was 4. Okay. I'm going through my stash and cleaning things out, and I found this batch of flowers that I made, and they were ready to become, well, you make them into roses like that, and they're really, really cool, but they're too bulky for what I'm doing here. Okay, so there's that, And then I do want some of the yellow, so I'm going to go ahead and put the yellow kind of behind it to the side, I think. Okay. We'll just use this hand. Okay, and then we're going to want to glue all this down. I think we'll go ahead and pull that piece of plastic back out. Put this on the plastic. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put a dot. Okay, we'll clean this out again. I'm just going to clean all the way up there and see if that will. Yeah, and we just fixed this. We just loosened this, and it's already gumming up. Okay, so there for our little, oops. Okay, so we're going to do all 4 of those. Let's go ahead and speed that up. Okay, so that gives us 4 of the little banner pieces, and whether we put them all together and make a little bunting or banner, or we just have the 4 pieces to use in the journal, I think that that's going to be really, really cool. So how would you use these little banners? If you're here for the premiere, I'm waving. Hi, and say hello to Lucy. Hi, Lucy. I'm so glad you've joined us today. If this is your first Dear Julie premiere, just know it is a pre-recorded video, but we get to do this every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, and we use the premiere format so that we can have a live chat. We'd love to have you join us in that live chat by just hitting that live chat button right down there below. Come on over, say hello, and we'd love to get to know you. We also have our Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. We'd love to have you join us there. So that it's in the description box down below. So let's get back to our program. Okay, so I have this. And this is it's an envelope. Cute one. Cute little envelope. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and, so always looking for ways to use book pages. And I think that I'm going to leave the top open that we could put something, a card or something in there. Okay, and then we can go ahead and take our little embellishment that we made and put it right onto this little envelope. Okay, I'm putting it on with fabric tack. Now, one of the things you can do when I'm making embellishments, a lot of the times I will go ahead and while I am doing this, let's look at here and see. I don't think we need chloroform, clerical client. We're going to go ahead and just use this piece, and I'll go ahead and add paper. Okay, so I'm going to add a piece of paper. I've got my fabric tack out and it's actually working today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll add that paper right on here, and it is ready to go onto a onto whatever it is that I'm going to be embellishing. Ouch. I hope I don't say a bad word because it hurts. I hope I don't. Whoop. Okay, so we'll do that with this one also. Okay, so it is on, and look at there, we used book page for that. Okay, so that is ready. I can just use regular glue to put this into the journal now. Okay, and here we have this fun little envelope, and it is just, oh, that'll fit in there. We can cut that down a little bit and it'll fit in there. This is one of the cards. Okay, and we don't have to put it all the way down in there. And we could decorate and add, like once I have the scraps from the, since this is going to show up here, we could go ahead and I do have it. I'm looking up here and I see that I have a little bit of a scrap here. So we can go ahead and just cut. Okay, we'll cut it there. And we'll cut it there. And that will give us a, oh, this piece. It's on the wrong piece. Okay, let's put this in. Wow, even picking that up. Okay, I think we'll go right there. And I'm trying to, you know, just cut what I need here. Because all those pieces I can use. This was not the authentic paper. This is, it doesn't, I can't read it. It was Happy Mail a few years ago. Happy Mail from a few years ago. Finally getting a chance to use it. So we can go ahead and put that in there, and because the way that I'm going to put this in, you're going to see that ledge up there. And then this can go in the journal as a tuck space, or it can just go in as an envelope. I think I want this up in the top part where you're going to see it. Okay. Okay, so that gives us that. Put our little card in just like that, and I love it. I love what we have going on there. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and let's find a dot 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 on here. This gives us 3 colors down here: yellow, green, and lavender dot dot dot. Oh, don't take it off the... And we'll just put that right up there in that corner of the card. Okay, so we have a cute little envelope embellishment, and there you go. So, and we did do the paper clip. We fixed that. I like that. That's much better. Let's see. We have one of these doilies. So one of these could go on a doily and go in. That would be really pretty. Our little banner could go across a doily, and that would be really pretty. Okay, so what we have here is, this is the piece that was left, and I'm thinking this could be like an angle, like a pocket that would be at like an angle. Okay, and we might want, well, remember we had a part of, yeah, look at there. What if we go ahead and cut that? The piece that we did before was in the envelope, the trifold envelope ensemble that we made this weekend for the mini challenge and the challenge. But this could actually go on to a page, and because of the way, the direction that the words are here, I think we'll have this be a top tuck. Okay. Chocolate bread pudding, it says. And we can put this right on there. Okay, let's go ahead and take some of the bubble off here. And again, if we didn't know that we were going to put that on there, we could go ahead and put that on this onto a book page. I am going to make this into a little pocket as well. So once the big bubble gets going up to the top where we can have some pressure behind this, we'll go ahead and we'll go down this side, and then we're going to go on the angle here and put glue. Again, I'm using the fabric tack because I'm using fabric, and it will hold it down faster and easier. Okay, so I'm going to bring it down here. Okay, pull it out. Okay, so we have that piece, And remember up here we had this. And what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and cut us a piece of the plastic, put it down inside the pocket. Okay, so forming it to fit in the pocket, and then we can go ahead and glue this and our cake. Too bad, do we have the chocolate bread pudding picture? I don't remember which one is. Let's see. Parfait, frappe, hermits, meringues, wafers, jumbles, sponge cake, walnut chocolate cake, fruit pudding, cream pudding, rice pudding, nut pudding, mousse, mold, rosé. So we don't have a chocolate bread pudding, but we have chocolate. And we have cake, and this is the chocolate walnut cake right here. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we have our plastic underneath it. Again, using the fabric tack because I'm putting it on fabric and I want it to dry quickly also. Okay, there's that. You want to be in a well-ventilated area when you're using fabric tack as well. There are definitely fumes coming off of this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and kind of go at an angle. And then I am going to add a flower here also. Look, we're getting just about used up all our flowers. And I'm going to put it up here on the edge so that maybe it will be able to go off the edge. This might actually be a good place and time to bring in some lace. I'm going to bring in some of the Dollar Tree lace. My Dollar Tree still have this, so I probably should go ahead and just order a case of it because I use it on everything. Cleaning up the edge, we'll go ahead and again, I could, you know, if I was having a day like today and I didn't need a video, I might do something along the lines of putting paper on lace so that it's ready to go on the edge of things like this. If I had a project that I was my brain just did not want to engage this morning. I feel better about it now. It seems to be working now. There we go. Okay, so there is our top tuck, and if I need to cut it off a little bit to fit it on the page, I can. But I like that, and we have a place to add a little something up in this little pocket here as well. So I think that'll be fun. So there's our little cake, and then let's see, let's do one more. You know what? Let's do one right on. So this is a trifold that we're going to use in the journal. And I mean, you can come in and put something on it just like that, and it's going to be amazing. Or up high. So let's go ahead, and we don't have any more of that amazing fabric left, do we? We do not, but it's okay. We have a flower. have. And one of the things I like to use all of the things that I have hanging around. Okay, so there's that. We can put our chocolate word right on there. Let's go ahead and decorate, make this a little more decorative. I have a large hole punch. It's by McGill. It's a 5/16 hole punch. And I'm going to go ahead and go around and I'm going to punch the corners and make it look like a ticket. Okay, so just punch the corners, make it look like a ticket. Okay, and then before I do anything else, I was looking and I have this stencil that was in my, no, this one I bought. I was like, this was in my mom's stuff. No, this one I actually did buy when I was with my mom. So, okay, we'll put this up here, and I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm just gonna use antique linen distress ink and this stencil. This is going to be nice because a doily type look, I think, is kind of cool with chocolate desserts. It's going to have, this will be should be pretty subtle, being that it's antique linen and it's on top of the cream colored. So it's just really, really subtle. I love it though. And we could just use the edge of this also. Do you see that? So, but I'm going to go ahead and go with just doing the top of that up there. I'm going to bring this out and leave it on the desk so that I remember, and maybe I'll do it again somewhere in the journal. So this is a short page, so it can have a tab that hangs off. Oh, we haven't used this one yet today, have we? Yeah, we have. Okay, there's that. And we'll add this. That says chocolate. And we'll add the flower down here. And let's use one of those peach flowers. Okay, so you get all that variety. And you need a okay. So there we have that. I really like that. I think that that looks looks really pretty. Okay, and this is going to go on, this will be where the binding will be in the journal. Okay. Okay, I really, really like it. So, we did embellishments and using the piece of silk flower. These were punched flowers. Okay, so these were using my one of the punches that it lives in here. Okay, it's this punch from EK Success. Okay, that one. Some bling. The two dictionaries, which I highly recommend, the little mini dictionary. And then we also did make up these little banner pieces, and we'll be able to use those somewhere in the journal, giving us great cohesiveness. So we've got two of the little clusters. They have the piece of fabric, and remember I did put some of the book page on the back. They have images from the digital kit, they have words from the dictionary, and they have the silk flower and the bling. Then we also did our top tuck, and it even has a little pocket right up here that we'll be able to put something in. Okay, so a little pocket. And we decorated the book page envelope. This book page envelope was made with the envelope punch board, and we just have one of the little cards from the digital kit. We did put the little inside piece there because you're able to see that. And we did our little embellishment here and had that ready, and we were able to add that to the book page envelope. So this is several pieces that we were able to make, and I think that they are going to be awesome to be able to help to keep this journal cohesive. We also decorated this paper clip, and that is what we've got going on here. Okay, so a little, and we did some stenciling here. So we have this little page tab that we've added to this page. We decorated the paper clip, our envelope, did a variety of things to that. Our top tuck, these two, and then we still have these as well. And we'll see how we do these. These could be added onto the lace and put into the journal. They could be, you know, because I've used all my piece of the fabric. Of course, I have way more fabric of other kinds. But that's another thing you could do, is have the lace piece and then have this on it, or like that for a belly band. So there's going to be lots of fun things to do with this, and I cannot wait to move on and move forward with this journal. I hope you are enjoying this process, and if you are still working on your February Find It and Finish It Junk Journal Challenge, and you've finished your journal, remember the second part of the challenge this month, if you finish early, is to go ahead, find another project that you started and finish it and share that with us. Okay? So thank you so much for being here, and have an amazing day. Find something to celebrate every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.